Hey there, it's Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions. One of the ways that I like to simplify or reduce the amount of decisions I need to make in a given day is to set up a filtering system for my email inbox. My friend Chris Brogan loves to say email is the perfect delivery system for somebody else's agenda. Think about that for a minute. Like the emails that you get are asking for a reaction or response. They are not something that maybe you set out to do. It's not a to-do list. It is not, a set of action items necessarily. It is a communication tool. The way that I approach my day is I want to work on my stuff first, the things that I know that are most important to me before I go into my email. But when I do, I have a set of priorities or people that I've been established as priorities to respond to. So I want to scan first and foremost for any communications from the people or the sources that I've determined are the most important. A few of those might be something from my wife, something from my business partner, anything from any of my coaching clients. You get the idea. Those three right there are simple enough. And I'm sure you know that within email, you can filter, tag, and assign to a folder anyone's email. And that helps to highlight it, put it in its appropriate place. So the way that I approach this, and I base this on another phrase by a good friend, Ron Hood, who said, if it has to be done more than twice, it needs a system. So anyone that I'm going to be receiving emails from on a regular basis, I want to automatically filter them and move them into an appropriate folder. Either, as I mentioned before, any communication from clients. So I have a clients folder. Any communication from my business partner, any communication from my wife. Those are the three we'll work on. In that way, those emails never hit my inbox and they go directly into the folder so that when I open up my email, the first place I'm looking are at those most important folders so that I can go right to them, see if they're bolded or highlighted in some way. I can go right to them and begin to respond to the people who have already predetermined, I decided ahead of time, that they were the most important. And this is something that is an ongoing process. You're going to add new clients. You're going to have people that communicate with you on more than one occasion, and you're going to want to continue to add filters to them. Personally, my approach is to try and keep my inbox as clean as possible and send them into filters. And one of the reasons for this is that every time I look at anything in my inbox, it is requiring me to make a decision, even just the tiniest decision. Do I open it? Do I not open it? Is this important? Is it not important? Is this spam? Is this junk? Whatever. So if the filters didn't work or something I signed up for and it didn't come to the right place, that's a way that I that's an experience I don't want to have. I don't want to have to go through my morning kind of deciding right away all these little details. I want to go right to who I've already previously determined is important. So you basically select the person's email address in Google. You can create a filter and skip the inbox and send it to an appropriate place, or tag it a certain way or label it a certain way. Every email program is a little different, but that feature exists, I believe, in all of them. So that's just one simple way that I eliminate decision making, having to look at my inbox and scan through and determine who's the most important and should I open this, should I not open this, and can this wait till later, can it, I don't want to have to think about that. I want the most important things served up to me in a very specific way. And I get to decide that. We've talked about that before. So take some time, look at how information arrives in your inbox and think about where it really belongs and what might suit you. Maybe you don't want it labeled in that specific way or skip the inbox. Maybe you like it sort of highlighted and right in front of you so that you can deal with it. Everyone's a little different, but you do get to control the flow of information and highlight and prioritize the most important communications for you. I'm Rob Hatch, and this has been Simple Decisions.